national security exception at the WTO is the stuff of legends, but it's not the stuff of a lot of understanding. We are yet to really see this be vetted legally speaking. We have one case since 1947 that has established the base knowledge that we have about GATT Article 21. That happened in an innocuous case between Russia and Ukraine. There, the dramatic conclusion was that the WTO gets to decide whether there is something like all-out war or domestic public chaos that would merit invoking GATT Article 21. That was certainly a big step, a big decision to be taken, but it left a lot of questions unanswered. Those questions are about to be answered in the dispute between Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has invoked the equivalent of GATT 21 under the trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights agreement. They've more or less pegged their bets to this one affirmative defense, and to the extent that we don't have anything remotely like war between Qatar or Saudi Arabia, and we don't have domestic political chaos in Saudi Arabia, it's going to be really hard for the panel to rule that this is kind of in the same spirit as Russia traffic in transit. That means that there's going to be a lot more investigation of the nexus between the measure being pursued in pursuit of that ultimate goal being national security. That's what's going to trip up Saudi Arabia and set the stage for the US defense against 9 countries of the Section 232 tariffs on steel and aluminum. I don't see national security as being something that can easily be invoked in the context of a pandemic. There are too many countries being impacted. The optics would be pretty bad. No doubt there will be efforts to try and explain various protectionist policies, namely export restrictions, in light of national security, but it really would be out of line and certainly not in the spirit of how the drafting of GATT 21 and its parallels under services and IP work. The idea to national security had always been that this was to be invoked where you had all-out war or something that verged on domestic political chaos. That's not this. Moreover, you're hearing an awful lot of commentary by the members themselves that at this moment in particular, we should be careful not to fall victim to populism and not get swept away with protectionist measures that will curb access to essential medical supplies and medicines in particular. So I don't see the idea of national security playing out well legally or politically here, though nonetheless, I have no question that it will be tried and that it will gain resonance in certain quarters.